channel.
Hello guys, thank you for staying with us and welcome back to the channel. Final Week, the channel that promises to keep you fresh, informed and entertained concerning sport-like related stories, from fan reaction to pre and post-match analysis, and of course in-depth match analysis. Yes, the date is set. CAF have officially announced that on the 19th November they will present the CAF Best Player Award to the new winner. Do you remember back-to-back winners? Victor Osimhen was 2 seasons ago, and Ademola Lookman, the current holder of that award, was sadly he missed out on that nominations. If you have been following Final Whistle for the past couple of days, we brought you that nominations, which consists of 10 players. Just to put a quick reminder to this, the names of the nominees, like I said, 10: Frank Ambogisa of Napoli, Fisdon Mayele, Mohamed Salah, Dennis, Guresi, Hakimi, Osama, Victor Osimhen, Iliman Ndiaye, and Papa Matassa of Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, these 10 players will be battling out for a winner to be eventual, to actually click this award and be the current winner. There's something that actually stopped me with this award coming out on the 19th November, which, if we're checking of the past incident of CAF, which to me is shocking, and I'm sensing a foul play here. I don't know if a lot of Nigerians actually noticed this. Why will CAF decide to organize the CAF Best Player on the 19th of November, other than wait for the AFCON tournaments to take place? Because if I've been looking at the past editions of this award, especially the last 3 to 4 past editions of this award, it has been measured and it has been centered on the performance of the player in the African terrain, especially the AFCON as a deciding factor. Fact check me. The last 3-4 winners of this AFCON, the last 3-4 winners of this CAF Best Players are players that have actually played very well in the AFCON tournament. So why is this an exception, hosting the award on the 19th when the AFCON is starting on the 21st of December? Just about 20 days difference. You understand? A lot of people were waiting that, okay, probably the AFCONs will change the narrative, because if you are looking at an award that is based on celebrating African players, do you have to celebrate them based on what they achieve in their club side? Because if you have been looking at this, it is not a balanced thing from CAF, because a lot of players have actually missed out on nominations because of their impact alone in their club side. Let me quickly bring you this so that you get a little glimpse of what I'm saying. I think 2 seasons ago, Victor Boniface, a man in high demand of what he did with Bayer Leverkusen, winning a treble, winning Rookie of the Year, scoring notable goals, getting assists. They would have won 4 titles if not for the exploit of Ademola Lookman that actually clinched, that scored a hat-trick against them in the final. So he was a finalist in the Europa League, but sadly he did not even make it to the top 10 nominations. And what was CAF's response to this? That it is because he only achieved so much in the club side and just little in the countryside. The same case was made for the likes of Brahim Diaz, that had an excellent season with Real Madrid, winning major trophies, winning the Champions League, winning a lot of things, scoring notable goals, and he did not make it to the final 3 or 4 of the awards. What was said behind the scenes, they did not have a major impact in their countryside. Okay, bringing this to this now, this season, if you can look at the names of the nominees here now, the likes of Hakimi, who had a glorious season with the likes of PSG, winning the treble that consists of the Champions League, that consists of the Ligue 1, that consists of the League Cup, goals, assists, an important player. The vice captain of PSG as it stands had an excellent season, but that was the club side. In an African team, what did he do? That is one. I'm not making a case. I'm not saying there's something there, but I want you to look at it critically of what I think CAF are trying to do. Look at Victor Osimhen, wonderful exploit with Galatasaray last season, about 47 goal contribution in about just 42 matches. An excellent season. What can we say this player did in an African team? A lot of African home-based players were on this scene. The ones that won the CHAN tournament, the ones that won the CAF Champions League. You understand where I'm coming from? 10 names, like I said, evenly balanced players that apply their trade in Europe and in their club side. Okay, what is the criteria of giving this award? Because some of them don't play European-based football. They also play in the African terrain, but in their various club side. And records, like I say, are almost similar. My opinion, why I'm bringing this is for the fact that I feel there's a sense of foul play here, because on paper as it stands, we all know that Hakimi El Sharaf had a wonderful season and is the top favorite to clinch this award. Last season, it was more of a close call, and we saw what happened eventually after the awards was given to Ademola Lookman instead of Hakimi in Morocco. A lot of people were sensing foul play. They were even calling Ademola Lookman thief. Why? They argued that Hakimi had a better club season than Ademola Lookman. Where Ademola Lookman actually edged Hakimi was his participation in the AFCONs, where he eventually reached the final. He was a finalist. Narrowly lost the final to Ivory Coast. So bringing it back to 2025, what has changed CAF? A lot of people are arguing that it is because of the dates that COVID has messed up the tournament. But I will tell you, for a body that is representing African football entirely, you can't tell me that planning is your thing that you can't get right. CAF. Okay, now bringing it back to what we can put paper to this now. What are the criteria of winning the CAF best player? Past incident and the current incident, because CAF, like I said, they are being trickish with this. They have not actually given us an official criteria of what it takes to be a CAF best player. So some people have made a case that it is just based on your club performance. Some people are saying you have to have a strong African Cup of Nations tournament. If they are not giving you the chance to have a strong African Cup of Nations tournament before they announce the award, what is the use? What is the essence of this award? So like I said, let me give you the criteria, you understand, of winning the CAF best player in the first place. Sporting performances, that is one criteria. Attitude and conduct, performance window, club international contribution, geographical context. These are the criteria to be even nominated before you can eventually win. Okay, now after this, what is the criteria of eventually selecting the top three and the eventual winner? Number one is AFCON tournament, your participation in AFCON tournament. And here we can see that it said performance in the African Cup of Nations is a major factor, not a minor factor, a major factor, as seen with William Ekong and Ademola Lookman, player of the tournament, for his strong performances. Focus on dedication. Players like Ademola Lookman, who won the 2023-2024 award, are recognized not just for skill but also for dedication and mastery of their crafts, their bias concerns. There have been discussions and criticism regarding potential geographical bias and lack of transparency in the nomination and voting process. These are key trends that is going on concerning this nomination of award. Okay, AFCON performance, CAF, you have set the standard. Why are you shifting from that? Why are you shifting from what you actually set? Like I said, there's no official statement regarding CAF that, okay, you have to play very well in your club side, you have to play very well in your country side. What interests me most is me giving you facts that if I'm basing this based on club performances, we have seen players miss out on nominations because they did not play country football. Victor Boniface started displaying this in Nigeria. It's not as if he need convincing to come and play for the Super Eagles, or it's not as if he need an official letter from FIFA that is a Nigerian. We know him, you understand? So he was injured. That is why he did not participate in the AFCON qualifying series as of that year. But arguably that year, he achieved more than Hakimi, achieved more than Ademola Lookman. But sadly, he was not even nominated. You understand where this thing is getting tricky now? I feel, the reason why I'm talking about this, I feel, from my personal opinion, that if the CAF awards would have been delayed till at the AFCON tournament, which is supposed to happen, I think the whole narrative will change. Because like I said, as it stands on paper, Hakimi actually edged all of the nominees on paper because of what he achieved. But just imagine CAF throwing the AFCON as a consideration, their biggest tournament, into this as a consideration just 20 days after this award has been presented. The likes of Ademola Lookman, what if Ademola Lookman have a lovely tournament? That is one. What if the likes of Mayele have a lovely tournament with DR Congo? What if the likes of Anguissa had a lovely tournament with the likes of Cameroon and eventually wins it? What if the likes of Dennis have a lovely tournament with Gabon and eventually wins it? What is the likes of Papa Matassa of Tottenham Hotspur eventually have a lovely tournament with Cameroon, with Senegal, and eventually wins it? What if the likes of Mohamed Salah eventually conquers his fears after failing on 2 occasions and eventually wins the AFCON with Egypt? The whole narration changes. Are we going to wait for another 11 months to give an award for a CAF best player that the actual tournament took place in November last year? I don't think it's making a lot of sense to me, but it's still left to my opinion, and it's left to you guys' opinion to go to the comment section and share opinion concerning what I'm bringing to you. That I feel CAF should have delayed the awards to the AFCON tournament so as to give the nominees now chance to compete, because it's not looking balanced to me. Like I said, and one of the criteria I drop is their bias consideration. You can't compare a player that plays in League One with the player that plays like Dennis that plays MLS. Despite having about 37 goals contribution, I think we can't place on the same pedestrian as Victor Osimhen that plays in Turkish League that have about 42 goals. So definitely, I think, on my own opinion, I don't think CAF actually got this call right. They should have delayed the awards until after the tournament. AFCON tournament is just a one month tournament, which is starting on the 21st of December, if I'm not mistaken, probably ending at the 21st of January. Why can't we delay the awards till February? Since the data are all messed up because of the COVID. We have seen the CAF awards being held in July before. We have seen it being held in February before. Why must it be November this year? Well, it still boils down to opinion. Like I said, go to the comment section and share opinion concerning this production I just brought to you. That's my time. I'll see you guys.